is causing?
So what they are saying is basically because if children are exposed to lead, they're talking about 5 microgram per deciliter. Now that unit, WHO and the US Agency for Health, they say that that is when you have to intervene. Otherwise, the brain of those little children, they get damaged. I mean, at that stage, their brain is still growing, and that's when they get damaged. And once that's damaged, then, children, they suffer from neurological, cognitive, and physical impairment. Now, what that means in the future is like their IQ scores drastically go down. They can't focus. And then if this persists, then there will be behavioral issues. And some of these also have been linked to criminal cases. And that's why they say that lead does a massive, massive damage in children. And that's why they need to take care of where is it coming from and stop that.
Africa is very much highlighted as part of this report. You've spoken to a number of toxicologists. Why is it a problem on the continent, and what can be done?
So you see, like you said, out of those 14 countries with tens of millions of children around the world, 6 are in Africa: Nigeria, Egypt, Niger, Sudan, Ethiopia. So in most of the cases, what I'm told by experts in the region is that the lead acid battery of vehicles, it's the same story elsewhere, but what's different in Africa particularly is that lead acid batteries are the main cause. But the thing is, elsewhere, the reason is a bit different. But in Africa, majority of children themselves are involved in car garages and e-waste recycling, unauthorized e-waste recycling centers where children themselves are working. And that is a direct exposure, and that is a very, very serious issue. Similarly, in Africa, paints have been also found to be a huge issue, although there's a limit internationally practiced. But in Africa, in some countries, the amount of lead in paints is quite high. And what I'm told is if lead is so much in paints, then the paints tend to be sweet. And children, they tend to lick the paint if that's on the wall, on windows, on doors. And that's where it's coming from. And then, of course, in countries like Ghana, you've got issues like utensils in restaurants, for example. Those utensils are prepared, are made from aluminum scraps. And even that is used for lead.
Okay, Navin Singh Khadka, thank you very much. Fascinating details in there. Thank you.